Kappa, shadooby-dooby, Kappa, shadooby-dooby, whoa, what a wonderful frat. Kappa, shadooby-dooby, Kappa, I know you're wondering, why is that? Whoa, the phi, the nu, the pi, noopy, till the day I die. Day that I die, glory, glory, Kapalooya, I found my cave.
In the early 1900s, African Americans wanting to attend colleges did so by enrolling in all-black or integrated institutions. At these integrated institutions, their presence on campus was often ignored, and they rarely participated in social organizations. In the fall of 1910, two young men, Byron K. Armstrong and Elder W. Diggs, came to Indiana University and met several other young black men interested in forming a Greek letter organization. The group gathered on the night of January 5, 1911. This significant meeting was the beginning of an organization known as Kappa Alpha Nu Fraternity Incorporated. In future years, the fraternity grew and added several other chapters. The fraternity had also boosted its membership to over 100 members. Over the years, the name of the fraternity had become an ethnic slur used by racist organizations, and as a result, a proclamation was issued to change the name to Kappa Alpha Psi Incorporated. In 1967, the Grand Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi assembled for their annual meeting. Also approved at this assemblage was the founding of a charter of the Epsilon Omicron chapter at Northern Illinois University. The first members of Epsilon Omicron were initiated through the Alpha Rho chapter at Lewis Institute due to resistance from the Northern Illinois University administration.
We applied for a charter much earlier than that, with the university first. The university turned us down. Their reasoning was there was already a black fraternity on campus, Alpha Phi Alpha, and why couldn't we all belong to one? That was their response. So that shows you what racism was like at Northern at that time.
During that time, African Americans gathered for different reasons. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and others led nonviolent protests as part of the civil rights movement, which proved to be one of the most successful movements in history, bringing to the forefront the issue of equality for African Americans. But on April 4, 1968, a tragic event threatened the civil rights crusade. It was on that day that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. Ironically, the assassination occurred just 20 days before the successful chartering of the Epsilon Omicron chapter. On April 24, 1968, the chapter became official.